Catholic education in Canberra-Goulburn serves the needs of more than 22,000 students with more than 2,000 teachers and support staff. Our focus as a system is to ensure every student in every school and every classroom receives an excellent learning experience. I believe we have the right teachers, school leaders, principals and staff to deliver this, and my role as director is to ensure they are supported to continuously develop their teaching practice. Catalyst is a professional development program for our teachers that encompasses how we believe learning and teaching best happens, drawing on the science of learning and science of reading. We welcome all colleagues who might want to connect and collaborate and see excellent teaching and learning in action, including at St Thomas Aquinas, West Belconnen.
The journey probably started in 2019. I was lucky enough to be able to go down to Melbourne to have a look at high impact teaching practices down there. And while I was there, I was able to speak to some of the experts about some of the literacy programs that were around to support students' reading. I knew that this school had been an inquiry school, as many schools had been, and had been really committed to that. But I could see that the teachers were really seeking something, but it hadn't quite landed.
At the beginning of the Catalyst program, we obviously studied the cognitive science behind it, and I think that's what really got all of our teachers on board with the program, because we could see the science behind it, we could see the logic behind it, and we knew that identifying the needs that our students have and the knowledge gap that existed in our school, that direct instruction and high impact teaching practices were the way to go to narrow that knowledge gap.
With the changes that we've made across the school right from kinder to 6, with the implementation of the initial lit program, spelling mastery being brought in from 3 to 6, we have seen a huge change across the whole school.
Every lesson we start with, we are doing a review of the previous knowledge and previous learning. It is repetition of stuff we've learnt over and over, a small bit of new learning, and that small bit of new learning then comes into the daily review, and it's that repetition that's allowing children to master skills.
When you're doing daily review, you have whiteboards and you can just write down the answer. Teachers will say "chin it," and you just hold it up in front of you. It's for them to see it and also know if you got it right or wrong.
Gets in your mind more, so if you just get it taught once, you're gonna probably forget it. So when it's getting taught in your brain, you remember it for longer.
Families are appreciating the effort that the teachers are putting in and the change that's happened in the classrooms for their students, their children to be settled and to be more engaged learners.
I think because we have been here for 7 years, I've definitely noticed the changes in learning for the children. I think for our child, that repetition is definitely guiding him not only in the classroom but at home when he brings that work home.
Just going by some results and also talking to my girls, I think the more direct teaching, it appears to be working for my children. We know what they're doing and it's a great environment for our kids to learn in as well.
I actually feel really proud to be part of our system and knowing what we're doing and knowing that we're changing the lives of so many children. We are really looking after all of our students. We are really caring for them deeply, and we're ensuring that they can succeed.
Teachers were kind of left to their own devices, and they devised their programs and they devised the lesson content, and there was not that consistency from one classroom to another. I think the one thing that has really united us in a common approach to education has been the Catalyst program.